All right, I'm glad you recovered from that last one. That was a lot of information. Now, this one's going to have a lot of information as well, not quite as much. Now we're going to talk specifically about Pearl Harbor, and this is something I'm sure you're familiar with, but let's understand more of the history behind it, and I think it will make a little bit more sense to you. Now, within 5 months after passing the Export Control Act, and again, remember the Export Control Act, this cut off, mostly, the most important thing, it cut off oil. Would no longer sell oil to Japan. Within 5 months of passing that act, Japan launches a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. Now, it's important to know it, and most people don't realize this, is the United States and Japan, we were in official negotiations with one another leading up to the attack. What I mean by that is representatives from the Japanese government, they were talking face to face with members of the United States government, and they were assuring us this whole time that they were looking for a way to resolve the problems caused by the Export Control Act. And they were saying, we want to avoid war with each other. How can we do it? At the same time that they're saying this to us, the Japanese military were sending an attack force toward Pearl Harbor. So it truly was a surprise attack. Now, Hawaii was not a U.S. state at the time. It doesn't become a state until, I believe, 1953, more than 10 years after this time. But Hawaii was a territory that was controlled by the United States, and it really was an important area for our Pacific fleet, our naval fleet that was in the Pacific, because it was nearly halfway between mainland United States and Asia. Now, the day following the Pearl Harbor attack, President Roosevelt spoke to Congress, and he requested a formal declaration of war. Because remember, the president can't declare war, only Congress can. And Congress absolutely agreed. And from that day on, we were officially at war with Japan. Now, this sets into motion, remember, Japan had signed an agreement with Germany. They were allies. This sets into motion another series of events. And within 3 days of us declaring war on Japan, Germany turns around and they declare war on the United States. So it's a crazy time, guys. Within a period of really a few days, the United States, it's a tension time, but the United States goes from not being at war to all of a sudden now we have a war that we're going to fight both in the Pacific and the Atlantic. It was a crazy, crazy time. So there we go. Set the stage. You understand it. You are brilliant. You understand now how we got involved in World War II.